The camera glides over a private mini football pitch bathed in the soft light of an English sunrise. The sound of birds mixing with the thud of a ball. Just beyond the grass, a row of gleaming luxury cars sits lined up like trophies. It's not a training ground, but Raheem Sterling's own backyard. How did a boy from Kingston, Jamaica, once chasing dreams on dusty fields, rise to become a Premier League superstar with mansions scattered across Europe? Today, we step inside his Marbella villa, peek into his million-dollar garage, uncover his massive earnings, and explore the personal life behind the headlines. But first, let's go back in time to the early years of his career. Raheem Shaquille Sterling was born in 1994 in the tough neighborhood of Maverly, Kingston, Jamaica. His childhood was marked by tragedy early on. His father was murdered when Raheem was just 2 years old, leaving his mother, Nadine Clark, to raise him on her own. Football quickly became more than a game. It was an escape from grief and hardship. In 1999, the family moved to London, settling in the St. Raphael Estate in Neasden, where Sterling spent hours kicking a ball against a wall, dreaming of something bigger. He was diagnosed with ADHD and attended Vernon House Special School, but football helped him find focus and discipline. Coaches remember a boy who was always first to arrive, last to leave, his pace and flair already obvious. By 2009, Sterling's talent had caught the attention of scouts, and he joined the Queen's Park Rangers Academy. He dominated youth tournaments, often playing against boys older than himself and still looking like the fastest on the pitch. In 2010, Liverpool FC paid £600,000 to bring the 15-year-old to Merseyside. It was a huge leap. He moved north without his family, living in club housing and focusing entirely on football. The gamble paid off. By 2012, at just 17, he made his Premier League debut. Recognition came quickly. In 2014, Sterling won the prestigious Golden Boy Award, given to Europe's top young talent. In 2015, amid controversy over contract negotiations, he made a record-breaking move to Manchester City for £44 million plus add-ons, the most expensive English player of the time. Under Pep Guardiola, Sterling evolved from raw winger to one of Europe's most efficient forwards. Between 2017 and 2019, he helped City secure multiple Premier League titles, an FA Cup, and a historic domestic treble. At Euro 2020, he scored 3 crucial goals for England, cementing his reputation as a big-game player. Not stopping there, in 2022, Sterling signed for Chelsea in a £47.5 million transfer, earning a reported $325,000 per week. His start at Stamford Bridge was promising, but as the club entered a turbulent period, so did his form. By 2024 to 2025, he found himself on loan to Arsenal, using the opportunity to rediscover his rhythm and confidence. It's a journey that spans continents and clubs, from Kingston's dusty fields to Wembley's roaring crowds. Yet even as his career soared, Sterling has always sought spaces of calm and privacy away from the public eye. That search for balance is why, in addition to his London base, he invested in one of the most talked-about properties in southern Spain. Mansion in Marbella, Spain. Tucked just 100 meters from the beach between Puerto Banús and San Pedro in Marbella, his $5 million villa sits in one of the most coveted stretches of the Costa del Sol. The property is discreetly gated, hidden by palms and manicured hedges, but once inside, it opens up like a luxury lifestyle magazine spread. The architecture is stark white and minimalist. No clutter, just clean lines and sun-washed walls. It's the kind of home designed to blur the line between indoor and outdoor living. The ground floor features an open-plan dining and kitchen area where floor-to-ceiling sliding glass doors dissolve into the garden. When fully opened, the salty Mediterranean breeze flows straight through, making the whole space feel like a breezy beach club. The kitchen is sleek and contemporary, with polished counters and high-end appliances, more like a chef's studio than a family kitchen. It's also adjacent to a lounge with plush, low-slung sofas, perfect for a footballer to watch match replays or host friends after training. Step outside and you're met by a borderless infinity pool that seems to merge with the horizon. Two expansive sun terraces overlook the pool and garden, each with space for outdoor dining, yoga, or simply sprawling out on a daybed under the Spanish sun. Sterling's kids reportedly love the lawn area, which doubles as a mini kickabout field, while his partner can retreat to shaded seating areas lined with olive trees and potted bougainvillea. It's a Mediterranean dreamscape tailored for an English Premier League star who wants to swap drizzle for endless blue skies. The basement is a showpiece in itself, over 400 square meters with its own private entrance and natural light streaming through clever window wells. This level houses a gym, a cinema room, a climate-controlled wine store, and a lounge space that can be turned into a studio or guest quarters. The separate entrance makes it ideal for staff or visiting friends who want privacy without disturbing the main house. Overall, the villa feels like a summer escape and status symbol rolled into one. It's both a reward for years of hard work and a practical base for off-season training in a warm climate. Marbella has long been a magnet for British footballers, and Sterling's choice puts him squarely in that tradition. Yet the understated style of the property also hints at his desire for calm rather than ostentation. From this sun-drenched sanctuary on Spain's southern coast, we travel back north to see the other side of Sterling's property portfolio, a place tied more directly to his playing career and the grind of English football. House in Merseyside, England. Tucked away in a quiet suburb near Liverpool, the house looks fairly discreet from the outside. Once you step inside, though, it bursts with personality and features you'd expect from a footballer still in his 20s when he owned it. The centerpiece of the home is an indoor pool that stretches along one side of the ground floor. It's lined with mosaic tiles and flanked by a hot tub, creating a private spa retreat shielded from England's unpredictable weather. After training at Melwood, Sterling could unwind here without the paparazzi catching a single frame. Next to the pool area is a fully equipped home gym with free weights, cardio machines, and a mirrored wall. A professional setup that allowed him to keep up his conditioning even on off days. Entertainment was clearly top of mind when Sterling designed the space. There's a private cinema room with plush reclining seats and surround sound, perfect for watching game footage, films, or the latest Netflix series. For someone who moved to Liverpool as a teenager, it's the kind of amenity that turns a house into a hangout spot for friends, family, and teammates. The decor in the master suite is one of the property's most talked about quirks. Instead of muted tones or standard luxury neutrals, Sterling went all in with a zebra-striped theme. The black and white motif runs across rugs, pillows, and even accent walls, making it look like a designer safari lodge dropped into suburban England. It's playful, youthful, and very different from the understated minimalism of his Marbella villa. Another standout feature is the in-house barbershop, a small but fully functional station with a barber's chair, mirror, and clippers. Rather than heading into town, Sterling could have his fades and lineups done at home, a perk that speaks volumes about his fast-paced schedule and love of grooming. Even the kitchen signals Sterling's offbeat taste. It's a striking black and white space, accented by red under-cabinet lighting that glows like emergency exit signs at night. It's dramatic, Instagram-ready, and a signature of his mischievous style, a wink to fans who know he enjoys playing with fashion and design. More than just a luxury property, the Merseyside house reflects Sterling's unique personality during his formative Liverpool years. It's where a teenage prodigy grew into a star, where he experimented with style, and where he built routines that kept him grounded amid the pressures of top-flight football. From these bold interiors and private comforts, it's a short mental leap to Sterling's other great passion, cars. His garage, like his homes, tells its own story of ambition, individuality, and taste. Car collection. Range Rover Evoque. The baby of his lineup is this compact luxury SUV, perfect for navigating narrow city streets or pulling up discreetly to Chelsea's training ground. Despite its modest footprint, the Evoque's cabin feels upscale with double-stitched leather seats, a dual-screen infotainment system, and a panoramic roof. At around $55,000, it's Sterling's go-to for quick trips in London when a full-size SUV would be overkill. Range Rover Sport. This is the flagship SUV most associated with Premier League stars. Under the hood is a 5.0-liter V8 supercharged engine pumping out over 500 horsepower and rocketing from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 5 seconds. A startling figure for a big SUV. Adaptive air suspension smooths out rough country lanes, while the cabin offers perforated leather, ambient lighting, and a Meridian sound system. Price tag, about $115,000. Bentley GTX 700-4, the crown jewel of Sterling's garage. This ultra-rare tuned version of the Continental GT packs a W12 engine cranked up to 700 horsepower. Bespoke touches include quilted hides, contrasting stitching with his initials, and a knurled metal finish on the dashboard. Few players in England own one. At over $300,000, it's as much a collector's item as it is a car. Bentley Bentayga. For days when he wants Rolls-Royce level comfort but SUV practicality, Sterling chooses his Bentayga. Handcrafted leather upholstery, massaging seats, and a Naeem premium audio system make long drives a pleasure. Its W12 engine and all-wheel drive turn mountain roads into smooth ribbons of asphalt. Around $250,000 fully spec'd. Mercedes AMG G63. The squared-off celebrity icon. This V8 bi-turbo monster makes 577 horsepower, sprinting to 60 miles per hour in just over 4 seconds, while still able to climb muddy slopes like a military vehicle. Sterling's matte black G-Wagon features diamond-stitched leather, carbon fiber trim, and the trademark side-exit exhaust growl. Expect to pay roughly $175,000 for this combo of off-road brawn and luxury. Porsche Cayenne, the performance crossover that blends family practicality with sports car reflexes. Sterling's version includes adaptive chassis control and ventilated leather seats, making it ideal for quick dashes between training, photo shoots, and family outings. A well-optioned Cayenne like his runs around $100,000. Smart Fort Woo. And then there's the curveball. In a garage filled with 6-figure SUVs sits a tiny smart car. 2 seats, a 3-cylinder engine, and a parking space footprint barely larger than a sofa. At $20,000, it's more of a wink than a flex, showing Sterling's sense of humor and practicality when he just wants to zip through congested streets unnoticed. Together, these vehicles map out Sterling's life as clearly as his passport. Power SUVs for the ranch and the training ground, handcrafted British luxury for nights out, and a playful city car for low-key errands. From this multi-million-dollar garage, it's only natural to ask, how does Raheem Sterling fund such a lifestyle? And what does his financial empire look like today? Let's take a look at those sources of income right now. Income and net worth. As of now, Raheem Sterling's net worth is estimated at around nearly $50 million US. The cornerstone of that fortune is his playing salary. When he signed for Chelsea in 2022, the deal was reported at $325,000 per week, or nearly $16.9 million per year, locking him in through 2022-2027. Before that, he spent 7 trophy-laden seasons at Manchester City, earning about $300,000 per week, roughly $15.6 million annually, on top of appearance bonuses and title-winning incentives. Even his early years at Liverpool, though modest by today's standards, set him on a financial trajectory few players of his generation could match. Transfer fees have also been a hidden driver of his brand value. In 2015, Sterling's move from Liverpool to Manchester City for $58.16 million shattered records at the time for an English player, turning him into a headline name across Europe. That high-profile switch boosted his marketing power, making him a go-to face for global brands. Off the pitch, Sterling's endorsement portfolio reads like a who's who of consumer giants. Deals with Nike, Gillette, H&M, New Balance, and Apple bring in millions each year, cementing his status as a lifestyle influencer as much as a footballer. He has fronted campaigns that highlight not just his speed, but his sense of style, from razor commercials to streetwear collections. Add in appearance fees, image rights, and performance bonuses from national team duty and tournaments, and Sterling's annual income rivals that of some of the Premier League's biggest earners. Yet what makes his financial story compelling isn't only the numbers, but the contrast. A boy from the Saint. Raphael Estate in London, born in Kingston, Jamaica, now turned into a global brand who still talks about giving back. His portfolio, salary, sponsorships, and savvy moves reflects a modern athlete who has learned to leverage both talent and image. And that brings us to the next part of his story. How Sterling channels some of that wealth back into communities, causes, and initiatives close to his heart. Philanthropy. In 2021, he launched the Raheem Sterling Foundation, anchored around the twin pillars of Power of 7, his shirt number, and 1692, his Jamaican area code. Sterling pledged over £1 million of his own money at launch with the aim of raising £10 million to fund educational and social initiatives for disadvantaged youth in the UK and Jamaica. Through the foundation, he has established university scholarships at King's College London and the University of Manchester, alongside paid internships and mentoring programs that create pipelines into industries from finance to sports media. His giving often zeroes in on concrete local impact. In 2024, he donated £5,000 to Ark Elvin Academy, his old secondary school, to build a community kitchen. He co-created a broadcasting academy with TalkSport and partnered with Brent Council on a knife amnesty campaign, tackling one of the most pressing issues for young people in the area where he grew up. As founding patron of Hideout Youth Zone in Manchester, Sterling has helped fund a safe space offering sports, arts, and career training for thousands of at-risk kids. He also lends his voice and resources to broader movements. He supported Marcus Rashford's Child Food Poverty campaign, joined the Racetrack Supporters Network to diversify careers in horse racing, and promoted Movember UK to raise awareness of men's mental and physical health. His MBE in 2021 recognized not only his contributions to football, but also his advocacy for racial equality in sport, underscoring how his platform extends beyond the pitch. And while his public work is widely covered, his private life offers a different lens, a portrait of a young man navigating fatherhood, partnerships, and personal growth while staying true to his roots. Personal life. He has been engaged to Paige Million, a property developer and entrepreneur, since 2018. Although the couple had not married by 2025, they continue to build a life together, sharing homes and parenting responsibilities. Sterling and Paige have two sons, Thiago, born 2017, and Ty Cruz, born 2019, while Sterling also has a daughter, Melody Rose, born 2012, with his former partner, Melissa Clark. He is praised for maintaining a cooperative co-parenting relationship with Clark, making sure Melody Rose is part of the same loving network as his younger sons. That focus on fatherhood contrasts sharply with the controversies Sterling has weathered. In 2013, he faced assault charges that were later dismissed. In 2015, tabloid photos of him using a shisha pipe and nitrous oxide sparked public criticism. And in 2018, a tattoo of an M16 rifle on his leg caused outrage from anti-gun groups. Sterling explained that the tattoo was a tribute to his father, who was shot and killed in Jamaica when Sterling was just 2 years old, and a reminder of his pledge never to touch a gun. His dignified response turned a media storm into a teachable moment about grief, symbolism, and misunderstanding. That resilience has defined him both on and off the field. In 2017, after being racially abused and assaulted outside Manchester City's training ground, he not only pressed charges, but also used the incident to highlight how racism persists in British attack, scoring twice the next day, earned widespread admiration from fans and fellow players. Recognition of Sterling's influence has gone far beyond football. He appeared on the power list of the 100 most influential Black Britons in both 2020 and 2021, and received an MBE in 2021 for services to racial equality in sport. Combined with his philanthropy, these honors show a man determined to use his platform for good while staying grounded in his personal values. Today, whether he is walking through his Marbella Villas gardens with Tiago and Ty Cruz, FaceTiming Melody Rose from a team hotel, or speaking at a youth center in Brent, Sterling projects the same image, a global star who has not forgotten his roots. That personal dimension adds depth to his professional success and his luxury lifestyle. If you want to keep exploring the luxurious homes and private worlds of top athletes and Hollywood icons, make sure to subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell.